Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 275. We get the NASDAQ up 52. S&Ps are up 32. And we are going to get oil up, Tom. Let's go over to that whisper number.
We sure are, man. Always interesting. Last week we came into this number flirting with between 40 and 41 as well. And we're right back to that number, man.
Let's see. I know. It's been staying at the top of this range, man. Okay,
it has.
So crude oil inventories. That's it, right? Right there? Yeah.
I'll pull your screen up. Let me see.
Okay, so...
Yep, you got it.
They got the whisper number of...
oh, man.
That looks like a draw of 6.9 million, right? Oh
you got it, man. There must have... What was the API? There's always a huge divergence if maybe we had a huge miss on the API potentially. But yeah, that's saying the whisper number is looking for a decline of almost a draw of 7 million barrels. The median analyst survey numbers call it almost flat to up 250,000 barrels.
Yeah. CL. Okay, let's bring this up. It's hanging right at the top of this range, man. So 40.29. See what we did out here yesterday.
Okay, so the API showed a drop of, I think, 8 million barrels plus.
Okay.
8.3. There we go. So that makes sense. Well, yeah.
So you're pushing. This was pushing the highs with volume. So bottom line is that's saying that that thing is there's going to be a big draw, man. Okay. So let's go back to that thing. WH.
And you see the pop, I think, last night at 4:30, right? We were trading, which is interesting, right where we kind of are right now at about 40.25. You pop initially on that API to 40.86. You make it all the way, and then early this morning at 9 a.m., man, you just drop out of bed. So
okay, so minus 9,200.
Boom. I like it.
That's 9.2 million right there, right?
You got it, man. You got it.
Okay, so we're going bullish here, folks.
Perfect.
That's what it looks like. This will be interesting seeing how this thing shakes out. I mean, it's been laying up there for a long period of time. It'd be interesting if that has to do with the aspect of the dollar just going lower or, in fact, that the drawdown is so dramatic. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, yes. You know, it's remarkable. I was looking at this morning that the S&Ps climbed above the June highs that we had.
Yes.
In terms of that high, 32.31. That was June 8th, June 9th. Then you kind of fell out of bed. We made it to 32.33 this morning, and you're backing all the way up, man, to February 25th, the last time we saw that price in the S&P. Now, what I didn't realize is that you're also backing up to where you're flirting with positive for the year in the S&P for 2020. Staggering, man. And when you look at that line, it's right up to where we were. We fell out real quick. I mean, even if you oscillate between 3,000 and 3,200, man, that's a great territory when we were at 2174. But we'll see. You know, it's just
it's hard to comprehend. But
it's hard to comprehend. It is. The NASDAQ, I believe it, man. There's no reason why that can't be well above. There's a lot of companies in the S&P 500 that are going to be hurt for a year or 2 or 3 years, man, that are not going to be able to capitalize like Amazon and Walmart are. You know?
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you look at the NDX, I mean, you know, this has been the strongest indice, folks, no doubt about that. That being said, to me, this is the way that it's operating is telling me that this is going to lead us down. So we'll see. I mean, you know, the bottom line is that inside the NDX there's no doubt. You get Apple gapped up tremendously today. You're at $3.95. You know, bottom line, you have $6. Tesla, you know, last time I looked, it was in the red.
It is
still in the red slightly. Nothing heavy though, but you're in the red. I heard you in the news that Amazon had been flat. Let's see where Amazon is. Well, Amazon's down 29 now. Okay, so.
I mean, talk about holding up well, though, because Amazon has all this benefit because everybody else is in trouble, right? They got to take business from somebody. The economy just didn't double from when Amazon was at 1626. So how are all these stocks getting all that back? But Amazon's not trading lower, right? You know, where's the seesaw there?
No, I'm with you. And then Netflix out here is flat. So and I believe Netflix is tomorrow at 4 o'clock, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 o'clock. And they come out right at the split second of 4, by the way, folks. Some of these equities, they just trade different. No, they don't trade differently. They come out differently when they come out with numbers. And Netflix and Google, two of them that, like, it's a split second after 4 o'clock that they just jam those numbers right out there. Well, and the point there is that it's pretty cool because you can trade the NQs in the futures market, you know, till 4:15. So there's a real action out here.
There'll be some movement in that NASDAQ for sure, man.
There is. Let's go over to the silver market and take a look at silvers now. Silver, folks, continues to catch a bid. which is pretty cool because this has been the biggest laggard inside of the metals market. And this thing is hanging, right at its highs. It overtook the $19.12. 21's coming at us. So right now you're at 1966. And it's been getting the volume behind it. Let's see what we got out here yesterday. We had like 83 the day before. Yeah, at 85. Yesterday we had 73. You're at 35 right now, which is pretty good. 35 is going to probably give us around about 75, 80. And that's, I'd like to see 100 in there. But the bottom line, 75, 80 is not bad as it's jamming into the top of that range.
Sure. Yeah.
Some of the higher volume equities. Let's see if we get what we got out here today. You got Modera, of course, that's the big one.
Yeah.
That's up. And if you want us to take a look at Modera, folks, and see how high volume highs get tested, this is a classic setup, man. You had on the 18th of May, you had a high volume high, 81 million shares, $87, right? You pull back. And you pull back fast and furious to 46, okay?
Yeah.
That being said, the 46, it traded there for about 2 weeks from in April until the beginning of May. And then what you saw, there was no sellers, folks, as this was coming down to the highs of the lows, which is 46.13. Now you only get to 55 on the way down. You didn't even get close to that. You can start seeing the strength on, what day is today? Wednesday? Yeah, on Monday.
Yes.
See, it had strength on Monday. So whatever was happening on Monday, I was like, okay, man, this thing wants to go test this area. Now, today's a big day, folks, because we tested the area. It looks to me like you have plenty of volume. It only needs 81 million, and you get 39 million. So, the market's just itching for any type of news. It's so interesting, isn't it? I mean, it will grab anything. It's
this one's pretty encouraging. It's a long way to go, right? No matter what. It was 45 people. They're going to have massive phase 3 testing, in terms of with thousands of people. You're going to have placebos, so a much different deal. But there were 45 people in the study, man. They all had neutralizing antibodies.
Okay.
They were strong. That's 45 out of 45. Ain't bad, man.
No, it's huge. And imagine, Boston's on fire anyway, meaning in a great way, folks. And this Modera is right in the biotech center in Cambridge.
Sure.
25 employees, okay?
Yeah, biomedical research, man. There you go.
Give me a break. You had 25 employees. In 2020, folks, their revenue is $113 million. They expect $1.7 billion. In 2021. So evidently, Tom, they're expecting that they're going to get this virus, because how do you go exponential 17
Look at the
times?
Look at the first quarter revenue next year, $744 million. It drops back down after that. They got a lot of variance in there.
Yeah, slightly.
I'm sure.
Right?
I'm sure.
All right. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming back and get you those oil numbers. We have the Dow up 297, NASDAQ's up 94, S&P's up 39. Come right back.
Minus 9.2 million barrels. Here we go.
Yeah.